I've been asked so many times how I manage my time so that I can study, work, volunteer, and do everything at the same time. Well, that's why I made this vlog. As a student, your time is the most valuable resource. How you manage your time can be the difference between success and failure. So this is how I managed my time as a student. My day would start at 6 o'clock, and hitting the snooze button is definitely not an option. After grabbing a quick bite for breakfast, I'd spend 2 hours studying until 8. My lectures would generally start at 9 or 10, so I would use the time before lectures for studying. Then it's time for me to head out for university. This is where the funny thing comes. I've got 2 sets of bags. One bag contains my books for university and notebooks, and the other bag contains my working outfit. Well, I need to go to work after university. After 3 to 5 hours of lectures, I'm conducting and running some workshops. This is in connection to my work either for Thomson Reuters or for my university as a POW leader. After I finish that work, which would generally take an hour for a workshop or a drop-in session, I would study again, get a quick, probably half an hour lunch, and then I'll head out to work. So I would start working from 5 until 10 o'clock. This is just one of my jobs. I've got several of them, and I've always been asked why I've got so many jobs. Well, I have several jobs because I like it when it's different. So all these jobs have nothing to do with each other. So they're completely different opportunities, completely different experiences. So they give me the opportunity to learn new skills, meet new people, and obviously put something different in my CV. So after I finish work, I'd head out home, where I would generally get at 11 o'clock in the evening. And 11:30, I'm going to sleep. But don't think this is the end of the day. When I go to sleep, I generally spend about 10-15 minutes overthinking. And actually it's revising. So I don't know why I do that. It's just something that comes from inside. But I tend to think about the things which I learned during the day. So when, for example, I shared with you that I study in the morning. So in the evening, I would try and revise that and see if there is something missing. And if I realize that I have forgotten something, then I will switch on the light, write it down, and next morning, I'm revising and I'm going through this again. This helps me to develop my memory. And it's nothing to do with the time management, but it's just something which I do. So even during the weekends, I tend to go through the same process. Well, the difference is that I actually get up a bit later. But the thing is, I'm just a freak time manager, I think. Everything is just well planned. So in the weekends, I would wake up about 7 or 8, then start studying at 9, have a lunch break at 1 o'clock, and then study until 6. So this is the time which I spend mainly studying. Here are the pros and cons of being a freak time manager like me. So the advantages of that are obviously you can do a lot of things. So see, if you, for example, decide to wake up just an hour before your usual time, like at 9 or even at 7, you've got 2 hours to do something, you can study. Then you save 2 hours from the rest of the week where you can do something else. So this is how I free my time for my jobs. And I think sometimes you need to sacrifice your sleep, sometimes you need to sacrifice the things that you like doing, but obviously that's one of the disadvantages. For me, it's not a problem. But the other advantage also is that you can do, apart from jobs, you can also do like voluntary work, you can do so many other things. And these are the things sometimes give you the opportunities and the experience that you like to have. The other advantages that I've always been prepared for lectures and workshops. I know my peer students, some of them really struggle with time, and that's why they're asking me how I really can manage my time and also work and do everything. So you just need to think about what you can stop doing or where you can free some time to do your things. One of the disadvantages already mentioned, one of them is that you can't really do some of your favorite things. You need to do some sacrifices. The other one is that if you're a freak time manager, you feel guilty. if you wake up a little bit later. So this is what I faced, and I think it's a little bit funny because people don't believe me, but if I wake an hour later, say at 8 or 7, or depends on the day, if I wake sometime later, I feel guilty and I'm like, oh, I'm not productive. Since it's the end of the academic year and I've just submitted my final exam, I'm now trying to kind of realize that I can sleep a bit more and then study during the day, because I'm also studying French, so I can spend some time on this and then do something else as well. So I guess I will reduce that kind of time management for now until the next academic year. So if you, someone like me who loves busy lifestyle under a little bit pressure and feels satisfied by that, definitely this video is for you. And I think especially when you are young, you need to use your time properly and you need to make that sacrifices so that you can take the most of it. Also definitely worth it. So if you have some more questions or you feel like you're interested in these kind of videos, you can let me know. I can also make a video about organizational skills and different kinds of skills which I've acquired throughout university, and I think you can definitely benefit from that. See you soon!